Good morning, everyone. Denisha, would you please call the roll?
Yes.
Here.
Here.
Cynthia Rucker,
Here.
Folsom,
Here.
Denisha, we're having trouble hearing you.
Yeah.
Mr. Folsom, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, Denisha.
Okay, thank you. I will continue with the roll call. David Cruz,
Here.
Anthony Williamson,
Here.
Nelba Lee,
Here.
Are we back operating? Okay. Dr. Rucker, can you hear us, and have you had a chance to review the minutes of the previous meeting, and can you recommend approval?
Yes, sir. I have reviewed the minutes from the April 13th meeting, and I do find them to be in order, and I move that they be approved. That stands.
Motion has been made to accept those minutes. Is there a second?
Russell Crutchfield, second.
Russell Crutchfield has seconded that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Hearing none, they are approved. With that, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda. Will be a report on the Care Management Committee. I believe the Care Management Committee met this morning, and Chairman Anthony Williamson, would you please give us a report of that meeting? Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chairman Boyd. We did meet earlier this morning, and we had a very informative session, again, focusing mostly on the efforts that we are involved in currently regarding the continuous enrollment process. That is something that ended in March, at the end of March, and as we discussed earlier, will be playing out over the next 14 months to complete all of those re-enrollments. So we had a good report on that, a lot of detail. Lynette did a really good job, and her team pulling together a lot of information about all the efforts that are being made to communicate with enrollees, work with providers, et cetera. And then she also reminded us that today is the last day for the public health emergency 51123. And I believe Commissioner Noggle is going to speak more on that in her comments. And that's the end of my report. Did we lose the room again?
Yeah, but we're working on a solution.
Okay.
This is Shane. I couldn't hear the roll call, but I've been on, so I don't know if anybody can hear me.
I can hear you.
Thank you.
Start again at 10:54.
Let's get this one.
Okay.
This in work.
All right. Okay. We're going, you want to call the roll again, or you just want to think everybody's there?
Board members, we're going to do the roll call. That would see whether or not we can actually hear you. Of course, Norman Boyd, Russell Crutchfield,
Here.
Cynthia Rucker, Roger Folsom,
Here.
David Cruz,
Here.
Anthony Williamson, Ella Lee, Shane Mobley,
So it's not
Th-
going.
This is Cynthia Rucker. I'm here. I don't know if you
Okay.
can hear me.
yes, I can. Okay, we do have a quorum, Chairman. I have you, Russell Crutchfield, Cynthia Rucker, Roger Folsom, and David Cruz that we were able to hear.
Should we just move to that? What we're going to do, we're going to move ahead in the agenda a little bit and cover one item that is necessary for us to vote on today. And if everything else fails, we will defer the other items on the agenda until next month. So going to ask Louis Amos to present the state health benefit plan resolution that we'll need to consider with the rate information. So thank you again for your patience.
Morning, Chairman Boyd, Commissioner Novel, and DCH board members. The resolution that we have before us today is a result of the Supplemental Appropriation Act of the amending the FY23 budget that included a provision that increased the payment for the employee portion of the state health benefit plan. This change is retroactive to January 1, 2023 for certified employees, and it has increased the rate to $15.80. So we'll make sure everybody's clear that the state functions on a fiscal year. The SHB plan is on a calendar year. So that's reflective in terms of the changes in terms of going from January 1, 2023, which will cover us to 2024. To the beginning of 2024. So what will happen in this case is that we will address the 2024 rates during our August meeting. So, are there questions from the committee? Any, this is a part
Any
of the.
questions from the board? We've all had the write-up on this and the proposal and reviewed in advance, but are there questions? Comments? Hearing none, is there an approval for a motion for approval?
Motion for
Motion for
approval.
approval. Go ahead, Mr. Cruz.
Motion has been made for approval. Is there a second?
Second, Cynthia Rucker.
Motion has been made for approval and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstaining? Hearing none, it is approved.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much. Out of respect for everybody's valuable time, and I know our board members are busy people, because of the issues we've had today, technology-wise, we're going to defer the rest of the agenda here until next meeting. So thank you very much. And again, thanks for your patience. Have a good day.